Hi, shippers. I would like to clarify my feelings on Jandi. I already discussed in the other video, one of my first videos, why I didn't like Andy and Jonah together. I would just like to say I love Andy and I love Jonah. At first, I didn't really care for Jonah because to me, it's hard to like a character that is flat. Like Jonah was a flat, undeveloped character compared to everybody else growing, and I really been liking Jonah since now on. So I do like Jonah. I don't want people to think that I don't like Andy either. I do love Andy. Andy has her moments for me, but that just makes her a good, flawed lead character. I loved Andy. I was invested in her storyline with Dax and her mom and all the things of how her life went from this to that. Um, it's just that when it comes, I love these two characters individually, but it seems like when they come together, it's kind of a mess. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like I like them better when the chase was happening, if that made sense. When before they actually became a couple, I liked when she liked him secretly and he didn't really know, and this and that and the third. I don't know. I just didn't want y'all Jandy shippers to feel like I hated Jandy because that's not the case. I think they are more real and they are more likable when they're not a couple, like when they're just friends and when they're just hanging out. That's when it becomes really good. Like do y'all know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to say anything crazy or say be negative or bash them, but they do have a lot of flaws, and like I said in my last video, I just like them more when they're not together. Because when Jonah's not around Andy, you can really see who he is as a person. You understand him better, and when he's just not around each other. But when they're around, when they're around each other, like it's really not toxic, but it's just kind of like why. Like I understand why, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain this. It's very hard. And then I think what ends up happening is Jandy is not a bad ship, but it gets overpowered by even better ships. I think that's what's happening here. It's supposed to be the main ship, but it gets overpowered by ships that I feel like are a little bit better. Like, let's just make it clear. I do not ship Walker and Andy. I felt like their relationship started off really cute. Well, I kind of did and kind of didn't. They started off really cute, but it happened way too fast. Like, I like relationships that are based on that slow build, but then end up being something. If that makes sense. Like, I know I'm rambling, but yeah, those are just my thoughts. Like, I have no hate for the Jandy shippers. It just seems to me like when Andy's not boy crazy or over Jonah, when she's just around her mom and her best friend that she can breathe, that's when you really get to see Andy where she shines. And the same with Jonah. Like, when he was around, when he was without Andy, he was focusing on himself. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoy that because I got to know each other. I like to know characters individually first. But then when they got together, it just seemed like all these problems just started to happen out of nowhere. But there is no denying it. Jandy is endgame. And I'm just going to say that Jandy is endgame. Because Jonah, when he was apart from Andy, I don't know. Well, bye, shippers.